This is a public service announcement brought to you in part by Slim Shady. The views and events expressed here are totally fucked and are not necessarily the views of anyone. However, the events and suggestions that appear on this album are not to be taken lightly. Children should not partake in the listening in this album with laces in their shoes. Slim Shady is not responsible for your actions. Upon purchasing this album, you have agreed not to try this at home. Anything else? Listen and play your position from a distance and pay attention to the political differences with wicked wizardry literature sicker than any sentence ever written, to any lyrical lyrics that anyone has ever spitten, whose flow's hotter than Hell's Kitchen. I've been plotting this for a minute ever since elementary ditching, flipping the gym teacher the bird, while my bus driver's screaming at me fucking me up worst. Trying to give me the finger is like giving a spider the web. I'm just going to spin it and try to use it to my advantage. I catch a fly in that bitch. You think you can't fly, you're just fooled. I give as much of a flying fuck as that Superman dude. Guess I just do what you can't do or make you look stupid and bamboozled or as confused as usual. You can get served. I can open a can of whoop ass too. You better hope you can handle the heat or stay the fuck out of Hell's Kitchen. I came to battle you back like a square fucking male chicken. Yeah, it's shady bitch. The rest can suck on a big one. I'm as despicable as Daffy Duck when I'm rapping. Recovery. Man, you got to listen to me. I'm going to dedicate my life for you. Maybe tomorrow you'll see it my way. There'll be no sorrow, only the brighter days. Just listen to the words. It's my life, I guess. In my own words, this is my story. Can't nobody tell it for me. Now let's go back. Follow me as I take you back to a place I once called home. This nifty little place I once called home, sweet home. Let me go back to my old days when I used to walk into my high school and hand out my CDs in the hallway. I told all my teachers that I would be a rapper someday. They smiled and looked at me. Okay, that's a pretty nice dream, but you better get a real job. No way, I live what you're dreaming. I could do this while I'm sleeping. I ain't the type that will bring up your name for nothing, but please don't give me a reason. I'm on the edge now. I ain't playing with you. I was never the kid begging for help. I always thought I could do everything better myself, so I kept to myself. At the age 9, 10, 11, and 12, I started developing remedies for my mental health. I would write a verse here and there when I was angry or sad just to clear the air, but as time went on, it was weird and rare. I'm frustrated, this wasn't why I appeared to bear. I've been praised and labeled as crazed, full of crazy rage and angry teenager. Nothing can change me back. Gangsta rap made me act like a maniac. I was boostin', so influenced by music I used it as an excuse to do shit. I was stupid, no one can tell me nothing. Hip-hop overwhelmed me to the point where it had me in a whole nother realm. It was like isolating myself was healthy. It felt like we was on welfare, but wealthy compelled me to excel when school it failed me. Expelled me, and when the principal would tell me I was nothing, and I wouldn't amount to shit. I could never quit or be that dude that's just a dropout and not doing shit for himself. They are too quick to judge, they don't know my story, so I tell them now, press play, shut up and listen. I could never see myself as a fucking dropout that quits. That's stupid as shit. Just look back on every CD critics gave it a 3. Then 3 years later, they'd go back and re-rate it and call the Slim Shady LP the greatest. The Marshall Mathers was a classic. The Eminem Show was fantastic. Encore just didn't have the caliber to match it. I guess enough time just ain't passed yet. A couple more years, that shit'll be Illmatic, and 8 years later, I'm still at it. This is real talk. I'm proud of it. That's how I stayed out of trouble every day writing songs, eventually gained fans who were craving it all, and now here I am contemplating it all. I'm lost. As I lie awake and contemplating, I wake up and ask, where has my time gone? So I go back to sleep and dream of the time I was still young. I'll do anything for the ones that I love. See, rap was my reason. Addictive personality added to the fact that I lacked what I needed. A sense of purpose, happiness even, and the more I worked, the more support I had been receiving, made new friends that came with the cause. You may remember that in 1851 the New York Herald Tribune, under the sponsorship and publishing of Horace Greeley, employed as its London correspondent an obscure journalist by the name of Karl Marx. We are told that foreign correspondent Marx, stone broke, and with a family ill and undernourished, constantly appealed to Greeley and managing editor Charles Dana for an increase in his munificent salary of $5 per installment, a salary which he and Engels ungratefully labeled as the lousiest petty bourgeois cheating. But when all his financial appeals were refused, Marx looked around for other means of livelihood and fame, eventually terminating his relationship with the Tribune and devoting his talents full-time to the cause that would bequeath the world the seeds of Leninism, Stalinism, revolution, and the Cold War. If only this capitalistic New York newspaper had treated him more kindly, if only Marx had remained a foreign correspondent, history might have been different. So you see, they used to think I was crazy, now they listen to me like, maybe, man, it's been a dream, it's been a while since I've been without the passion it's been for so long now, and like I said, it's way more than just something I want to be. This ain't about me just wanting to be famous. To me it's not about wanting to make money, it's like, a part of my life now. You know, I never wanted the lifestyle, I just pray to God that my son will be alright now. I said ain't no love for the other side or anyone who ever wanted this, no joke. When I die I'm going out as the underdog who never lost hope. Let's go back, cause I've been there and I know how it feels to lose your way and lose the real you once knew that you existed, and I know how it feels to go astray and feel the pain you feel like something's missing. I've been there. You know, they ask me why I do this shit, like why the fuck I haven't given up after so many years, and then I ask myself the same question. Man, I do it for the thrill and the fact I can't sleep. Every thought that I possess is a step to this damn dream. When you got time, it doesn't come aside with a receipt, because this feeling is so old you could sell it with antiques. Like I got a laptop in my back pocket. Fuck catching lightning, he struck it, screamed shut up and thundered, flipped the world upside down and made it rain upward, rewound the future to the present, paused it, don't ask how, fuck the past motherfucker, he's the shit right now, he's the man, send the fellow Shady, dang came to wrap the game up and sell it for the fame. To raise hell from hell he came, but didn't come to bore you with the Cinderella story, nor did he come to do the same. He can't afford to be a label. In this day and age and at this stage of the game, mediocrity can no longer be allowed to fly, so say bye to the old me, say hello to the new case of rock, consider it his last hurrah. The coup de grace, raise 'em high in the sky, keep 'em up, tell 'em it's time to bring the place alive, just to stay true to the game. There's not much you could do or say to phase me. People think I'm a little bit crazy, I get it from all angles, even occasionally my friends have to step in every once in a while to save me, to make me stop and think about it before I just say things. Sometimes I forget what other people just may think. A lot of you probably wouldn't know how to take me if they heard some shit. I'd lay the tape. Before they erased me, I may be a little too fast-paced and racy. Sometimes the average listener rewinds and plays me 20p times cause I say so many rhymes. It may seem like I'm going too fast cause my mind is racing and I could give a fuck what category you place me, as long as when I'm pushing up daisies I'll be gone. As long as you place me amongst one of them greats, when I hit the heavenly gates I'll be cool beside Jay-Z. For every single die-hard fan who embraced me, I'm thankful for the talent in which God gave me, and I'm thankful for the environment that he placed me. Believe it or not, I thank my mom for how she raised me in the neighborhood daily. They jumped and chased me, it only made me what I am today. See, regardless of what anybody believes who hates me, you ain't going to make or break me. Try to strip me of my credibility and make me look fake. Gee, you're only going to be in for a rude awakening, cause sooner or later you haters are all going to face me, and when you face me with all the shit you've been saving to say to me, you had all this time to think about it. Now don't pussy out and try to about face me. I've been patiently waiting for the day that we finally meet in the same place to see. If I were to die, murdered in cold blood tomorrow, would you feel sorrow or show love? Or would it matter? I could never be the leader to be better off if there ain't shit for me to feed off. I'm seesaw battling, but there's way too much at stake for me to be fake. There's too much in my plate and I came way too far in this game to turn and walk away and not say what I got to say. What the fuck you take me for, a joke? You smoking crack? Before I do that, I'd beg em to battle me back. I'll get up before I get down, run myself in the ground. Before I put some whack shit out, I'm trying to smack this one out the park. 5,000 mark, you're all steady trying to drown a shark, ain't going to do nothing but piss me off. Lid to the can of whip ass, just twist me off, see me leap out, pull a piece out, fuck shooting. I'm just trying to knock his teeth out, fuck with me now, bitch, let's see you freestyle. Talk is cheap, motherfucker, if you really feeling froggish, leap yo, Slim, you going to let him get away with that? He tried to play you, you can't let him skate with that man. I hate this crap, this ain't rap, this is crazy, the way we act when we confuse hip-hop with real life when the music stops. Now it's on and it's on because I said you can't trust a bitch in the business, so I got with death row in the dark. He shall emerge from the fiery depths of hell and swallow the shell of the hollow who dwell in the shadows of all who are willing to sell their souls for this rap game. And it goes, shady, I know you're in there somewhere, come here, talk to me, sit here, pull up a chair, look a little closer. Isn't that us on that poster? You can't kill a spirit, even if you tried to. You sold your soul to me. Need I remind you? You remember that night you prayed to God you'd give anything to get a record deal. Well, Dre signed you. This is what you wanted your whole life, Marshall. Look at this house, look at these cars, I'm so nice, I'm infinite. Now you heard of hell. Well, I was sent from it, I went to it serving a sentence for murdering instruments, now I'm trying to repent from it. When I hear the beat, I'm tempted to make another attempt at it. I was looking out my bedroom window, while up late one night, when I had looked up to see this big bright flash across the night sky like a shooting star. I always wanted to have that dream, so I started writing songs, I started writing stories. It was just something about it, it just always seemed this was for me, only the ones I really love will ever really know me. Once I was 20 years old and my story got told before the morning sun. When life was lonely I only see my goals, I don't believe in failure. I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. Most importantly, I'll do it for the kids that want to dream. That's because I got faith that I'll make it. I pray my fate, I await it. I just hope I see another day. If you catch me, maybe I won't fall. I'll pray the pain away. Save it for a rainy day. If you catch me, maybe I won't fall. Faith, fate, I hope I make it. I made a wish and said a prayer before going to sleep. I remember as I was walking in this field, I had looked up to see this spaceship slowly starting to hover over everything for as far as I could see. I quickly turned around and ran through this chain link fence when I had woken up from out of fright, to go run to my father to tell him about this dream that I had. Once I was 7 years old and my story got told. I stayed up that night writing this letter to try and warn myself about the future. Okay, so now check it out. I know that my life makes you want to run away, but there's no place to go. All the confusion, it's such an illusion, like my life is a movie and you got no place to run and hide. No matter how hard I try, there's going to be some stuff you're going to see that's going to make it hard to smile in the future. Through whatever you see, through all the rain and the pain, you got to keep your sense of humor. You got to be able to smile through all of this. So this one is for you and me, living out our dreams. We are right where we should be. With my arms out wide, I open my eyes and now all I want to see is a sky full of lighters. For I look up to see this is only one day. It's time to rise, to take the stand, to only do what is right. Even if I had died for you, my health is to only show you. It's so crazy to see. It's like going back in time. It's up to me to make a change. If I can't change myself to become the better me, how can I be the one in 2020 when I give sight to the blind? When I'm back on my feet again and I'm not going to crawl again, I will learn to stand tall again. No, I'm not going to fall again. I'll learn to be strong soon. These tears will all be drying soon. These eyes will see the sun. It won't be long till I'm back on my feet again. And it's time to get back to this, back to what I love. I'm not giving up. I'm just taking time to say, what's up? To my girls and to all my thugs, that's back to selling out shows, doing videos, letting all my people know I'm back and I won't lose. I'm back to put it in motion. I'm back to tell you no lies. Sit back and sip on this notion. I'm back to put it in drive. I'm back, so you better watch out when I'm back. What are you going to do when I'm back? To cause a commotion. I'm back to demoralize. Sit back and feel the emotion. I'm back to keep it alive. I'm back, so you better just watch out when I'm back. As a little kid, I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing. Oh, what a shame, man. Maybe I'm the one that caused myself this pain. I'm so lost. What does it cost to find myself? I want to feel better. They're dancing on my grave, but I'm not in there. Oh, where could I be? If you open your eyes, then you're looking right at me. Did you miss me, boys and girls? I crawled out of the underworld and I'm alive again. I'm out, well back from the dead. Like people thought I was over. They were erasing me, but I'm like Chef Boyardee in this bitch. Go ahead and send that bomb to my mom's lawyer. I'm a problem for you. Boy, you think you're Tom Sawyer. Till I pull you out the storybook and stomp on you. Fucking fictional characters and fairy tales. Prepare yourself for Captain America on Ferris wheels. But it ain't fiction, it's fact, boy, beware, it's real. Them lyrics you wield equals 0 to a hero shield. Mr. Fly by the seat of his pants, parasail fall. Hit the trampoline, bounce and grab a pair of stilts, and I ain't wearing zilch. Zip, it's true, look at me, it's because these bullets in my chest are not nothing to what I've ever been through, like the shocks after death when you fight with all your might to just not fall from out of the light. What you don't know is you got to live it to feel it. If you didn't, you wouldn't get it or see what the big deal is, why it was and it still is, to be walking this borderline of darkness. In the city limits it's different and it's a certain significance, a certificate of authenticity you'd never even see, but it's everything to me. It's my credibility you'd never seen, heard, or met a real MC who's incredible or on the same pedestal as me but yet still unsigned, having a rough time, sit on the porch with all my friends and kick dumb rhymes, go to work and serve MCs in the lunch line when it comes crunch time. Where did my punchlines go? Who must I show to bust my flow? Where must I go? Who must I know? Or am I just another crab in the bucket cause I ain't having no luck with this little rabbit's foot? Fuck it, maybe I need a new outlet. I'm starting to doubt shit. I'm feeling a little skeptical who I hang out with. I live like a bum. Yo, my clothes ain't about shit. At the Salvation Army trying to salvage an outfit and it's cold trying to travel this road. Plus I feel like I'm always stuck in this battling mode. My defenses are so up. The one thing I don't want is pity from no one. This city is no fun. There is no sun and it's so dark. Sometimes I just feel like I'm being pulled apart from each one of my limbs, by each one of my friends. It's enough to just make me want to jump out of my skin. Sometimes I feel like a robot. Sometimes I just know not what I'm doing. I just flow right off the top of the dome. My head is a stovetop. I just explode. The kettle gets so hot. Sometimes my mouth just talks about shit that I don't get, but I've learned it's time for me to U-turn. Yo, it only takes me one time for me to get burned. I ain't failing next time. I can gain from what all I have learned. I can no longer play stupid or be immature. I got every ingredient. All I need is the courage. Like I already got the beat. All I need now are the words. I got the urge. Suddenly it's a surge. Suddenly a new burst of energy has occurred. Time to show these free world leaders the 3 1/3. I am no longer scared now. I'm free as a bird. Then I turn and cross over the median curve, hit the burbs, and all you see is a blur from the other side of this. I ain't the type to take a gat and put a hole in your head. I'm the type to take the mic and clean your soul up instead. What I say and what I write is motivation. Forget it. You want a shady number 2? Man, that's not what this is. It's like we all take sin and adapt it. Used to seem ugly, now it's looking attractive. Used to let it bug me. Now we like it when it happens. It's like when it happens, your life is an active world. Satisfaction will play with your mind. Got you thinking get ahead but you're falling behind. Yo, DMX said, Lord, send me a sign, read a little revelation, and that's what you gon' find. See in every line, I present you with facts, and yo, in every rhyme I designed to impact you. Go inside of your mind, I rewind and go back to a place or a time. You traveled off of the map, do the math. Money put a smile on your face. Same thing that make you smile will make your smile go away. See, the riches of the world might get you the chains and knacks, but in the end, neither one of those will save your life.